Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and I am your guide for everything Chinese medicine, and I set it all up so us Westerners can figure it out. Now today we're not going to be discussing any kind of acupuncture, herbs, or astrology or anything like that. We are actually going to be discussing ethics and their importance, and no, I'm afraid that if you are watching this because you are looking for some kind of ethics continuing education, this does not qualify. Keep looking, but stay tuned. Okay? So, what is ethics? Well, ethics is the rules by which society functions. This is, should I do that? Should I not do that? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Etc. Morality is your willingness to actually follow through with it. Okay? So, in medicine, ethics, actually quite a bit. Okay? For example, in medical ethics, I cannot discuss with you the particulars of a given individual. Now, here's some caveats to that. I can say a patient, a person. It could be anybody. They are completely faceless and nameless as far as you, person I am talking to, is concerned. Okay? Now, if I'm doing like a case study, such as what I've done in the past, and I want to name the individual, a fictional character is not real. They have no protection under the law, so I can use that for educational purposes. Okay? It's called fair use. Now, additionally, you can know who has visited me, but not why they have visited me. Now, I cannot tell you who. Okay? It's one of those things that you come into my office and you see your next door neighbor walk out, chances are I was treating them. Okay? So you know that I have treated them in the past. I'm not going to tell you what I treated them for. Okay? Also, I'm not going to tell them what I treated you for. You guys can sit and talk and hang out and all of that, and great. And if you want to ask them and they want to tell you, fine, that's their problem, not mine. I can't tell you anything. Okay? Also, if a given patient has a condition that is beyond my scope or beyond my capacity to help, I am ethically compelled to send that individual along. I have to send them to someone who can help, and I have done this. If I don't do that, I am overstepping my bounds. For example, let's say you go to see a general practitioner, MD, and he does his workup on you, and it comes back, you might have a serious heart condition. He is ethically and legally, by the way, required to send you to a cardiologist. Because something's wrong, it's outside of his scope, he's not exactly equipped to deal with it. Yes, he could technically diagnose it and treat it. However, it might be more serious than what he has the ability to deal with. So he sends you to the nice cardiologist lady, and hopefully problem is solved. Okay? So, let's say you come to me and you have a massive full-blown bacterial infection, and yeah, I could take care of it, but that's going to take way too long. We need it fixed today, and your herbs are at least going to be a week out. The herbs will kill it, but I don't have them on hand. It is my ethical responsibility and my legal responsibility to get your butt to the emergency room and make sure they pump you full of antibiotics so this pathogen can get killed. Okay? And save your life. So, not doing this is not only tremendous hubris, but it is very, very bad, and I would easily lose my license for it. Hello, little one. I got a little cat here. So, next up, as far as ethics goes, you are, as a medical practitioner of any kind, not supposed to hang out with your patient in any means. So, you cannot date them. You cannot have a drink with them. You cannot have dinner with them. Technically speaking, you cannot show up to like a birthday party or a christening ceremony or a bar mitzvah or a wedding or anything like that. Technically speaking. Now, you can, but your presence is nominal. You can show up, have a piece of cake, say congratulations, and leave. You don't hang out. Here is why. It's called dating the patient, okay? Even if the two of you are not physically or romantically interested in each other, the physician or acupuncturist or massage therapist or whatever and the person they are working on cannot hang out, okay? Even if no sex will ever happen, even if there's never going to be anything like that, you don't hang out. Okay? Now, it is based on when you met. If the patient met the practitioner through the practitioner's job, such as I met the really cute paramedic and saved my life because something happened. I say, hey, do you want to go get a drink sometime? The answer is no. Now, if I met the really cute paramedic out in the park and they were not saving my life, I could say, hey, do you want to go get a drink sometime? Perfectly fine. Okay? Same thing goes for the medical practitioner. Okay? Let's say me, I am heterosexual male, meet a beautiful heterosexual female, and she's really fun. We're having a great time while she's on my table, and I say, hey, do you want to go get a drink sometime? Now, I met her through what I do. I am now in breach, okay? And I cannot, under any circumstances, say that. Now, let's say that, yes, she is interested and acquiesces. If and when that relationship turns sour, she can actually prosecute me for breach of office, okay? Meaning I overstep my ethical and legal bounds by seducing her, okay? Even though she may have been the one seducing me. It's just a no, okay? So when the coat goes on, when the stethoscope comes on, when you stand next to the table and you help out the individual as a medical practitioner of any scope, anything beyond that table does not exist, okay? It doesn't matter what the sexual orientation is. It doesn't matter what your identity is. It doesn't matter your socioeconomic status, nothing. You are there as the medical practitioner to help the person on the table. That is all. That is your function in existence at this point, and that is all that matters. Okay? When they leave, effectively, they do not exist. Okay? Now, I myself have been hit on by many individuals while I was working on them, and I politely declined. Okay? One person invited me to a soccer game. I said, no thank you. I'm actually very busy that night and will not be able to attend. I suddenly got very, very busy very, very quickly, even though I wasn't necessarily doing anything. Okay? I have been invited out to restaurants, bars, etc., and my answer is no. I'm swamped with patients and I can't do that. Okay? so on and so forth. Okay? So if you do find that cute doctor, if you do find that really pretty nurse, etc., 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 and you really do want to get to know them, here's what has to happen. You have to wait 1 full year. Now, this is the law, depending on your jurisdiction. You have to wait a full year from the last point of contact. Okay? Additionally, there can be no contact of any kind during that time span. Okay? So there's no phone calls, there's no texts, any incidental runnings into, like at the grocery store or whatnot, that's different. But you cannot purposely try to find them. Okay? And likewise, they cannot do that with you. Okay? Now, if that year comes up and one of you contacts the other one and there's still a spark there, then legally speaking, you're in the clear, you're fine. Okay? You cannot date and then go into treatment a couple of weeks later. There has to be a break. Okay? Because there has to be a separation of that relationship that was first created as practitioner-patient or practitioner-client. Okay? That being said, technically speaking, it's actually for lifetime. Because I know in California it's this way. I think it's this way here in Utah where I live. Once that relationship has been created, it cannot be destroyed. There's always going to be something because we cannot tell if you are actually attracted to the individual or you are attracted to the role the individual played in your lives. Okay? Such as me, the practitioner, I might think you're a very, very beautiful individual, but that might not actually be the impetus. It might be because you are vulnerable and I'm trying to help you. You might think I'm very, very handsome as the practitioner, but is it me, the person, you're attracted to, or are you attracted to the medical provider? Okay? That's the problem. So in a lot of jurisdictions, under technicality, they say that you can get together after reincarnation takes place. Okay? So, kind of makes this job a little lonely, doesn't it? Which is also one of the reasons why people in medicine tend to be with other people in medicine. 1, understand the lifestyle. 2, understand the stress level. 3, understand the workload. And 4, you got the same basic personality type. We tend to be very particular. You know, the stereotype of the doctor kind of being a jerk. That's a thing. The stereotype of nurses being workaholics, never sleeping and all that. Yeah. Okay. We tend to go with our own because we get it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that you're a grade school teacher, no, you can't be with a doctor, or no, you can't be with a nurse, or an acupuncturist, or whatever. I'm just saying there is kind of a wall that might be difficult to get through. Okay? Okay. I believe that's about all I've got for you on the whole ethics front. If you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, ring that bell thingy, and so forth. If you would also like to get in touch with me directly, feel free to visit my website at vigintmed.com. That stands for Vigorelli, integratedmedicine.com. You can go ahead and shoot me an email there. Probably be getting back to you, too. So, have a great day, guys. Be smart. Be safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.